Hey YouTube, so it happened to me. This is a known problem on the L494. A little piece inside the trigger brakes. They actually sell a kit for this online. I think it's about $100. When I swapped this into the L405, I destroyed another one, so I kept it for parts. This has been taken off a couple of times, so it's a little bit easier, but you can see two-sided sticky tape. And then it is a T8. Undo this. Pause it while I'm doing that. Alright, so picking back up, little tiny screw. You take that out. Now I've got a tiny screwdriver. Flathead screwdriver, if you kind of pop it in the top there. It's between the leather and the plastic. And whoops, this whole part, whole top part will come out. Set that aside. Here's the park button, and then this the circuit board is here. Much easier with two hands. I'm going to undo the electrical part. Since this is a complete unit, I'm probably just going to end up swapping this in, and we'll take apart the other part. Alright, so here's the replacement part. It does click. We'll take the other one apart so that you can see it. I'm just going to drop the entire module in, leading with the flipped it over, did the connector, put this, oops, need my park button, goes in on top, and then this frame goes over the top of that. Go back to the T8, screw this in. And put the two-sided sticky tape, press it back down. Been having trouble with my smart key not being recognized. Crazy thing is, it recognizes it when I do the door lock. Goes into reverse. This is one of the advantages to having the 494 shifter and the L405. The L405, the spinny knob, it's stuck sometimes in park, sometimes not in park, and it will strand you, and you have to take the entire console out. With this, you saw in about 5 minutes. If I wasn't recording, it would have been 5 minutes to swap it out. We'll take a look at the fix. There's other videos out there, but while I've got your attention, we'll take a look at the fix for this. As you can see, a little hinge up here. No way to do this one-handed, so I'm going to pry that apart. We'll take a look. So, trying to show the pieces here. If you happen to have a teeny tiny pair of needle nose, you can reach in and press those two ears together. That's the easiest way. If not, maybe a tiny screwdriver. And you can see here's the broken piece off the end of that. I'm going to take a cotter pin and put it on there. What it does, it's really hard to see. There's a lift gate in there that it lifts up and down. I don't know if there's any way to see this or not. But way down in there, there's a lift gate, and that's what you're pushing on to unlock it. Alright, so we're going to start with a fairly small cotter pin. It's about 40 mil long, but maybe 2 mil wide. I'm going to cut it down a little bit. Okay, so took the, I crimped the end just a little bit, but cut it down to about 30 mil, and it's a little hard to see. It doesn't go all the way back in there, but I think that's okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in the into the module here, which you can't do one-handed. But really what you're trying to do is you're trying to get it to where it pushes that lift gate. On the screen you would be pushing that gate to the right, and that's what makes the little clicking sound and allows you to switch it out of park. So the biggest thing to make sure when you're putting it back together, make sure you get it on top of the lift gate. It's going to want to try to slip under that gate. But now it's back to clicking. Okay. I guess you could put some CA glue or something to glue that down. I don't think it needs it. It's a pretty good press fit. It's not really going anywhere. And so I'm going to keep this in the car for when that one breaks. So the thinner one that I ended up using is about 35 mil long, and it is about 1.5 mil wide, and that gives you enough room to get up over the top of that little switch that you're pushing in.